Dawn, how are you? So I might do my next set of classes, Houston, South Carolina, and probably maybe another Orlando class, because a lot of people in Florida are looking for classes. So I'm gonna try to do this ombre here. I'm using my 10 brush, and also I'm using my monomer. Monomers are out of stock. I'm so sorry. During Labor Day sale, everybody wanted monomer, and they pretty much took it off. So this is the 181, not 182 by Chisel. I really like this nude because it's kind of like almost like a, but as you can see, my monomer makes it just nice and medium consistency. The reason why I'm using a smaller brush is you guys see that her nail bed is a little bit smaller, so a 10 brush would just be perfect. You would get that perfect monoacrylic, just like that. I'm gonna try this ombre real quick, see if it looks good. I'm pretty sure it will. I'm doing like a nude on nude, kind of dark to light. So I have a lighter nude over here. Let me test this ombre. Make sure I get it nice and shaped. These are my triple XL Coffin non-C curve tips. When I cut them down, I'll pretty almost cut almost half the length. It turns to a nice taper. Oh yeah, this nude on nude is gonna look so nice. Only time you ever do nude on nude ombres is when fall time comes. You might not see it as much, but it's there. See that? Nude on nude is actually very, very popular. As long as you pick the right nudes though. You want to at least slightly see it. They keep them nice and even. That's, with a top coat or a matte, you'll be able to see that. So the ombre works. I can't use this. You know what? I really like this glitter. It goes so well with this. Look at this. Can I raise the glitter over there? Yeah, make sure I have my razor. Good. So I gotta cut this powder here. I'll do a half glitter now. Of course, I will have to encapsulate this. So I'm going to use an X-Acto knife. You can use anything with a straight edge. If you have an X-Acto knife, please be careful because it is sharp. And I'm going to cut half of this vertically. And the other half, I'll fill it with a nice glitter to match. Make sure it's nice and crisp. Get rid of excess so that you can see it pops out. Use my brush to clean up any excess here. I'm not gonna put the glitter in yet. I'm gonna put that in last because I don't want to contaminate my powder. Got a little missing spot up here, so I'm gonna put a little more powder here. Smooth it out. And for the middle finger, I'm gonna do a glitter to ombre. First, I'm gonna do a little bit of clear powder. Actually, I'll do it right now. Might as well. Put a little bit of clear in here. Just a thin piece of clear, just so it can stick my glitter. And this is a variation of glitters. It's not all chunky. It's like a small, big. Did I have this for sale in the class? Mm-hmm. And yeah.
The set?
Yeah, the set. It's a small, big flakes and stuff like that, so it's not one-dimensional. I don't like using glitter, just all fat glitters. I like using glitters to, oh, I'm out of focus. I like using glitter that's actually different shapes and sizes and stuff like that, and a different shine. Really adds to it. So later I'm going to encapsulate all this underneath with clear. But the clear that I put in the bottom helps keep the glitter in place. So when I do encapsulate, it's not going to move all over the place. The reason why I prefer to do this last is because you might, if you don't clean it properly, you can contaminate your monomer and your brush, and you might get it onto the nudes and stuff like that. And I don't really like that. So I got to be very careful and make sure you clean your brush very good. Just like that. It's 181, sorry. It's 181, I'm sorry. I put it wrong in the caption. I'll probably change it later. It's 181. This one I'm gonna do a glitter ombre. So I'm not gonna cancel it. 181. You can get chisel pretty much anywhere. I'm gonna lay the glitter first, let it dry, then I'm gonna ombre right over it. The reason why I don't like mixing this glitter with clear first, clear powder, and use it as a powder is because if you mix this with, if you mix glitter with clear, what's gonna happen is, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. What's gonna happen is, the glitter might be like sideways and it's not flat, so when you drill into it, it actually drills into the glitter and takes away from the color. So I'm gonna leave this right here because I got an ombre over this. For this one, I'm gonna do a nice powder marble. I'm gonna grab another darker nude to give me some depth here, because these two nudes are really close together. So I'm gonna encapsulate all this later too. Let's get my marble in there. should be dry enough for me to ombre. Oop. That's why you gotta be careful with. You see how the glitter just went all over there? I gotta be careful with that. In hindsight, I should have put a clear coat over the glitter too. That's why I put it on there, but it's okay. I'm just gonna be very careful with this ombre and make sure I get it nice and smooth. There we go. I'll cap all that with clear later. So this one is an ombre. Ooh, I gotta be careful. My paper towel is full of glitter, so I don't want to bring any glitter on this. I want this nice and solid, so that's why if you, in hindsight, like I said earlier, I don't know why I didn't do it. When you work, because I probably pretty much just wanted to show you guys, when you're working with glitters, make sure you do that last. After you've done all your ombres, all your solid colors, do it last because you don't want to contaminate your monomer and also the nails and stuff like that. Runs the issue all the time. So at least when you're doing your glitter last, that's it, you're done. You don't have to work with any other powder. Makes your life a lot easier. I gotta be very careful because if I get some glitter on this, it's not gonna look good. I don't want glitter on this. I want a nice ombre. I like the ombre. Yeah, look at that. It's so nice. Okay, let's just go finish this off with a clear. Got some plans for this spot or later. You guys will see I put some caviar beads on there, caviar crystals, the clear ones, and it'll give it like a rock look. It's gonna be pretty damn good. Take your time with the clear. I don't know how clear is terrible to work with. That's why we have to do the powder marbling very thin, because we gotta put clear over it. And that's where you put your structure, apex, wherever you need it. With the clear. You don't try to do it with the color powder because if you do that too thick, you have to do it clear over it, it will just get thicker. So it's easier just to do it with the clear. Should be good with that hand. Got caps like this too. I'm gonna start way up where the apex area is because I have a lot of nude up there already. I don't need any more thickness in the cuticle area. I do need thickness towards my tip because that's all glitter right there. The glitter should be nice and set. Very important when you do this clear, you gotta make sure the structure is the way you want it. Work slow with clear. And also this one. This one's gonna be pretty. So I decided if I want to do matte or not. Nah, this is gonna have to be a shiny set. We'll bring this out. Matte will look good, but careful with this clear because sometimes it can bubble. We don't want that.
What causes the bubble?
Bubbling is basically if you try to work too fast with it, like too much tapping and movement, it causes it to bubble. And also, bubbling can come from the monomer being too dirty, and contamination of the monomer. So if you say let's say I've had a bunch of nudes and all that stuff in there, of course the clear is going to reflect what the monomer is going to bring up, and that will cause the liquid to be not as clean, and then that will bubble up. Very common issue a lot of people have with bubbling. People think it's just I just recommend being careful. If you see your monomers contaminated, you know when your monomer is contaminated. It gets sticky, it is big discoloration. Generally what happens when that's happening is because you're not being careful cleaning your brush when you're going into your monomer source. Zoom out. What two nudes are those babies? I'm using a 181 from, I'm gonna cap my nude from my ombre. I'm using 181 and the more orange one is this one is 208, but I'll use that for the powder marbling. Just give it a little more contrast. This one, just give it a little more contrast because I'm doing two nudes. And the other one, this one is 71 lighter nude. You can use a OM15B by Chisel. It's really good too. I like OM15B. It's like a copper pink. Chisel has a lot of good nudes. Right now I'm just gonna clear cap lightly the ombre just in case later when I drill onto it, I'm not gonna get too much. That's it. I'll finish with one hand, guys. I gotta add a little bit more designs later on, give it a little more oomph, but that's one hand down. Pretty much just like a powder set. So, happy with it. Then we gotta rinse and repeat. For those that missed the... I'm going to do the ombre first. Just gonna start the ombre nails first. I'm doing my glitter last. Okay? Learn my lesson. Do my glitter last. So anything I gotta do with the powder, I'll do it first. Shape my nail. This tips have a slight C curve to it, but not too crazy. It's the non-C curve. They say non-C curve is to mean that it still has a slight C curve, which is not curved like the other C curve tips you see. 10 brush works perfectly for what I'm trying to do here in this set. You don't really want, like everything I did in this set, you guys can tell you really don't want to use a big brush. I mean a big brush. Yeah, you guys think they're pretty now. Wait until the top coat hits. That's it. Oop, I did not get enough powder there. It's okay. I'm looking like a weird position right now. I'm like at a weird angle, the way my camera's pointed. That's why I'm kind of comfortable working. You guys notice I'm always swiping those sides. I want the shape to be there ready for me. Less work for me later. Okay, so I'm gonna do my half powder. I'm gonna try to use the rest of this monomer for this set if I have this, and try not to switch out. And to cut this, you gotta wait until it dries a little bit. You don't want to cut it too early. When you cut it wet, it won't have that nice crisp. I want a nice crisp line. Not really, because later I'm gonna put a nice gel gold through it. Use my X-Acto knife again. I'm gonna clean the edge, so I can get a nice cut. Variety of things you can use for this. Well, Michelle gonna get her nail done too, or just her mom?
Yeah.
Well. I literally just said I was gonna do that last. And look at me. Might as well. I already put the clear on, so. But I'm pretty much done with everything. Everything's gonna be glitter anyways. Just gonna fill it in right to the point there. I don't want to do too much. That's gonna look so good later when that top coat hits. Of course, the middle finger is the Ombre Glitter. Okay, so I'm doing this the correct way. Watch this, okay? Put my clear, very thin. Take my glitter. Feel it nice and even. I want a full solid nail. I'm gonna let that dry first before I do anything else. Do my marble. Just throw a little bit of clear here. Okay, back to this finger. Before I do my ombre, I'm gonna take clear, very thin. And just coat it. Because when I drag my ombre, I want a nice smooth surface. Like how earlier my glitter just kind of went with it. Now it should be sealed in. While I let that dry, I'm gonna go encapsulate these nails. Oh, actually no. I'm gonna finish up my ombre. Rồi mấy thợ đi đâu chơi vậy? Hả? Đi nhậu hả? Ngày này muốn đi nhậu hả? September đúng rồi. Every year. Okay. Let's cap it. Oh no! She touched something. Em mướn về nhiều cho đám cưới đã hả?
Chưa muốn.
Clear. Mướn cái đó khoảng cũng 5.000.
Làm bên Kim mất.
Yeah.
Hỏi mấy người.
Yeah.
11.000.
11.000 hả?
Là em đi tính.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know.
Ngày sao mà 5.000 em muốn lên.
Hả?
Phải cho cái cashier.
You know how much my venue was? 11,000.
About that. Vẫn mắc.
So now I do my ombre.
Dạ hơn thì.
You gotta rent a hall, not a ballroom. You want it cheaper. Ooh, I might just have. Did you have some clear touch on this? Might have just enough now. I need more monomer. I need fresh monomer.
Cái bàn nó có cao không chồng?
Hả? Cao.
Thấy cao quá.
Anh phải lấy cái chân ra, anh phải đổi. Stuff like this actually is very easy because you're all doing is you're doing acrylic work. The design's all done in acrylic. Later on, you add a little few designs here and there just to touch up and bring out the design. But in that sense, it's actually very, very simple. As long as you work with acrylic, you should be finished within the hour. Honestly, I think a set like this take about an hour. As long as you focus on your acrylic work. Sorry, I haven't been paying attention to the comments at all. The acrylic color is 181 by Chisel. It's like almost like a terracotta nude. I like it, it's like fall. I put in the caption 182 by accident, so I'm sorry. It's 181. If you look through Chisel's color wheel or whatever, there's a lot of colors they have. Very pretty. They have a lot of pretty nudes. course, I gotta protect this ombre. I'll let the clear sit for a little bit. I'm not gonna force it through. Just remember, when you're doing your clear, you still gotta shape the nail. Don't forget the shape. And my last finger and I'll finish. Now this one I have to cap all the way up because the whole nail is really thin instead of powder marbling. Hả?
Nước chảy quá.
Bộ clear cái nào cũng chảy.
Cho đất nước chảy nữa.
Hả? Đâu có đắp nước khô được đâu. Nước chảy nó ít bị bột, bị bubble hơn. Nước khô bị bubble vậy.
Mix.
Hả?
Mix lại.
Even you mix.
Đỡ cực.
Okay, we gotta finish up. Let's do a little bit of quick shaping, hand file, a drill. We're good to go. I gotta clean my brush. I really recommend Chisel's 170 to 180s in their nudes and nudie pinks. Also their OM15B is like my favorite pink from them. There you go. That was a size 10 brush that I used, guys. Okay. And I'm gonna dump the rest of this monomer because I really don't need it. Let me show you some of the colors I used. This one is actually something I mixed, so don't look at this one. This is the main color I used right here. This is the nude everybody wanted to see. 181, okay, not 182. And I threw this in there, a little bit more orangey for my powder marbling. So now just a quick shaping. Really don't need to do that much shaping because the shape should be already there. Woo. Em lấy một cái chân xuống. Just side to side. Get my shape done. I just can you scoot out a little bit.
Oh, scoot out?
There you go.
Oh, okay.
That's what's wrong. You're too close.
Oh.
I felt like you're way too close. Your shape should already be there with the tips. That's why when I was doing my application, I was smoothing out really nice. So you shouldn't have any problems with that. This is a medium long set, so really don't need that big of an apex. Just using their natural nail base for my apex, build my foundation. I don't want too much of a bulge because it's a flat nail. It's a straight tip. When you file like that, set like this, how you do an iPad text that just use clear to fill versus, oh, when you fill nails like this. You guys see how when I use, if you fill this, I would rather you use the nude, the main nude that you used. You know, which is either the light nude where you do the ombre with, that's how you fill it. And that's if the client still wants to keep the same design. You wouldn't use clear because the clear will show through. You want to use the nude, the base nude. You always have a base nude. But look at that, guys. Nice and shaped already. See that? Easy money, right? Yeah, filling, you gotta use the base nude. I was like, I need cover nude. Hey, sorry, how are you? Color powder sets, usually my clients, they never fill in the color powder sets unless they're using, unless I'm doing like art and I'm like just using like a cover powder, like a cover pink, cover nude. That I just fill in and I just do my art design over top of it. But if I'm doing a full design like this, encapsulate all this stuff, the client knows when they come back, they're probably more likely, if they want to change the design, they're gonna definitely have to change it up a little bit. It's not something they're gonna be able to. You touched, oh my God, you touched something. What are you touching down there? Oh no, I have to put some more clear on here. Touch something. Stab the clear. Yikes. I'm gonna cry. No crying. You the client from hell right now. Definitely not gonna get another appointment. Could be me. Trying to stab something in my book. Not gonna clear my brush. Let's put a little bit clear there. Ooh, reminds me, I packed my stuff for my class in Cincinnati this weekend. Yeah, like I said, clients that get full encapsulation, glitter, all this stuff, and then they come back and they want like, oh, can I get a nude set or a French set with like totally different colors? That ain't gonna happen. And I ain't damn well not gonna drill down the nail. So you better soak it up and do a new set, because I'm not putting all that gunk over making layers and layers of nails. It's not a gosstopper. Whenever I get a client that's maybe new to my table, and they've done where they went to places where they drill down and try to put acrylic over it. If you do a good drill off, that's great, but a lot of people are lazy. They don't do good drill offs. As in, I can see layers and layers of what the previous nails is, and it's thicker in certain areas because they didn't drill off enough. And it just feels half-assed to me. So I'd rather just soak off and just do a press set and have it look really nice. So at the end of the day, when she leaves my table, it has to look good. And I cannot work like that when I know there's like layers and layers of other people's product underneath there. That's why, you know, sometimes you gotta educate your clients to let them know that they have to do a new set if they want to change the design. Because you're not gonna sit there for 30, 40 minutes drilling off all this powder. Try to make your nails last. If they last a month and the client can wear the nails for a month, they soak off. They feel like they got their money's worth. I think the cost of drilling and filling over that is gonna be just as much as soaking off. Because a lot of you guys don't like soak off because it takes you guys too long. There's a lot of techniques to do soak offs that will speed up the process. I even consider having like a soak off kit that you can make and sell to your clients and show them how to do it. I might do that. I might have a soak off kit with instructions and you guys just buy it. Give to your clients and have them pay for it. Like, here, if you need to suck your nails off, that's what you do. At least I can get most of it off, if not all of it off. It'll save you a lot of time, huh? That's actually a good idea. A soak-off kit.
You know how hard it is? They might have difficulty.
No, it's pretty basic. Give them like a buffer filer.
Well, yeah, the file.
And we're gonna hand file. Just real quick, smooth out all the surfaces. You already have them? Good. It's good to have them for your clients ready. Have them pair them to soak the nails off when they come in to you. They can sit there watch a whole, you know, couple episodes of Netflix at home. Save you 30, 40 minutes in the shop, in the studio, right? I can't wait until my filers are back. These filers are not cutting it, man. Gotta restock my filers.
Use extra orange strength.
Huh?
Gotta use extra orange strength, huh?
No, yeah, these are just, the quality is so much different. I bought these at the nail supply store. Same grit, but the quality is so different. It's so annoying. Smoother your application is, easier this part is, to be honest with you. Oop. Pretty much almost finished here. After we're done hand filing, I'm gonna do a quick cuticle work and seal everything in. And we are Gucci. For the finishing, I might do some stone work, a little bit of gel work on top, give it a little bit more for the setup.
Is it easier to use the style like that than the...
The drill is nice, but the thing is, if it's really long, so like if you're drilling, especially for me, I do my application really smooth. I don't want to mistakenly take a metal drill bit to it and then, you know, yeah,
Okay.
and then cause little dips into it, you know. That happens. You guys ever had like really smooth application, then all of a sudden out of nowhere, it's just like you drill and then all of a sudden you eat into it and you're like, oh crap. And then you gotta start drilling, making sure everything's even. It actually costs more work. So this, I just take care of just the base of it because it's a smooth surface, a flat surface. As long as I go in a circular motion, I won't eat into the curvature of the nail. And I'll be able to cover more surface area. And it's actually, you know, more manageable than a drill because a drill is spinning really fast. It's just you using a hand motion. And a lot of people say, does this cramp your hand up? Not really. In the beginning when I first started doing this, yeah, but after a while you get used to it and the way if you're more efficient with it. And I say if your acrylic is really thick, then yeah, I say recommend drill it down real quick and then do hand filing. But hand filing is definitely the way to go if you work on, especially if you're doing extendo nails, like long, like that whole tip nail I had here. If you were doing that, any nail long, it's going to be tough for you to get the base of the nail with a small drill bit.
Because it's only so long.
Yeah, it's only so long, so you can't really hold it. This, you're able to get full coverage. See that? One hand done. Best to hand file. What's up, Jennifer? I'm glad you're feeling better. Jeez. This is gonna look fire with the top coat, though. I can't wait to finish this off with the top coat and the finishers. A few finishing touches we can do. I love like ombres, and if you ever have like, if you were like ombres, encapsulation, and powder marbling are like the 3 designs that go so well together. Any set you can do so many different combinations. If you ever have issues freestyling, I'd stick to encapsulation, ombre, and all that stuff. That's the way to go when you freestyle, because it always comes together so nicely. Any encapsulation, as long as you get the color combination right, a nice ombre. Ooh. And we're about finished here. Once I clean up my cuticle area, I'll show you guys the side profile. This is a medium long. To me, personally, this is medium to medium long. It's not even a long nail. Long is a little bit longer than this. Then after that is XL. This is our long. And this is a bare minimum for me. Medium long is where I do my designs. Anything shorter is a little bit rough.
There's not enough space to do anything.
No space to squeeze everything in there. That'd be the truth.
I want you to do all this stuff. I'm like, I don't got enough room.
I mean, with shorter nails, you can do good encapsulations and ombres, but it's just you're limited to how much stuff you can put in there and on top of it. Because it starts to get too crowded. Ooh, that was nice. That a little bit nice buff later. All right, here comes the spot where we seal everything in. This is my go-to bit right here. This 5-in-1 custom. You ain't ever gonna see a bit like that. This is what I relax. This is when I seal the cuticles in. Make sure the cuticles are nice and flush. Now make the nails last. Now I don't have to worry about this area. I don't have to worry about the base of the nail because I already did that with hand filing. Just how we're blending it in, and I'm good to go. Gives me more time to focus on what's important, which is the cuticles. I want to flush these nice and flush. Get my structure down. Just like that. This is a sharp bit, so I'm able to get right between the cuticle and the acrylic. And what that does is it gives me a nice, clean, flush cuticle area where when the nail grows out, more than likely it won't lift as much because it's nice and sealed in. Now you have any excess protruding from the nail, yes, it's gonna grow out a couple of days and it's gonna have a little bit of a excess there, and it's gonna definitely lift. So you want to limit it as much as possible with the drilling of the cuticles. A lot of nail techs have issues with lifting. I think that's like the number one issue. Every nail tech start in this industry is my nails are lifting after a week, after a couple of days. What am I doing wrong? What kind of primer should I use? What, yes, primer, dehydrator, whatever, bonder. All that helps you with your your adhesion. But the main thing is this right here, guys. You, the nail tech, this technique, be able to work around the cuticle area, nice and flush. That'll seal the deal for you, okay? So before you go throw money around and products, this could be a simple fix for you. More than likely, when your cuticle work is better, you'll notice your adhesion is better. And I can promise you that. Looks so clean and sharp. Yeah, thank you, Edgar. This is why all the nail slab store bought some chisel acrylic. Nice. I need to go actually get some chisel acrylic for the shop. They're running out. Which supply store did you go to? In Orlando. I know you live in Orlando. Those scared. Hey Andre, how are you? I ordered a drill set this morning, tired of hand filing. I hand file, you know, only to an extent. There's some things you can't do with a hand file. Like this, there's no way. You're gonna be getting to this cuticle area with a hand filer, you know? And no one's gonna be, you know, as much as I wanna lay perfect acrylic every time, come on. We're not, it's not possible. It is, but like I'm saying, like sometimes we're just a little bit off, so we need the assistance of these machines, yes. I mean, there are some days when I lay just like amazing acrylic, or I'm like having the perfect day, yes. But you know, I still gotta go through the process of sealing everything and making sure everything's nice and clean. Hey, what's up, Louise from UK? How are you guys doing out there? Thank you for watching. UK is actually becoming more and more big with acrylics now. Before it's all about builder gel for them, European nations, but they're starting to be more and more into acrylic, which is awesome. Almost finished with one hand here. Yes, it is. I know you'll be able to cut. You can possibly cut your client doing this. I know, and I still cut clients till this day. So, if you cut a client, it's not the end of the world. It's called an accident. Sanitize your tools, clean up the wound. You know, apologize profusely, and move on, because we're all human. We make mistakes. Okay? If you get traumatized by it, it's going to really affect how you work next time, okay? Don't be traumatized by it. That's one of the dangers of using a sharp bit going on the cuticle. But once you get the technique down, you just breeze through it. I'm going to clean up underneath. I recommend using a sanding band if you're not comfortable using a sharp bit. Sanding band will actually limit your ability to cut the client or remove too much excess stuff on here. It doesn't have too much stuff on here, so not too bad. There we go, guys. The first hand is finished. I gotta do a nice buffing and I'm finished with that hand. It's actually the most satisfying part of doing nails for me is the cuticle work. A nice clean cuticle just makes my day. I actually push the limits. Sometimes I'm like, I get really into there. You kind of feel your way through this. A lot of people ask me, "Oh, how do you know before you get to the natural nails?" Oh, you know. You'll know when you're drilling into you'll know when you're drilling into acrylic and when you're drilling into natural nails. It's hard to explain. You kind of feel it. You know, you've done it enough where you kind of feel like, okay, I'm getting really close to the natural nails. I'm gonna ease off. You know, it's one of those like things where you just gotta feel it. I can't explain it. I can't show it. But I know that the more you work, the more you'll feel it. Yes, in the beginning you're putting too much pressure down, and you'll kind of create that little ring, but you have the hang of it over time. Okay.
Oh, they'll let you know.
Yeah, it'll let you know. You'll feel, they'll feel hot, or they'll feel sensitive. And also, when you do the soak off, you see like a deep ring, then you know that you went too far in the cuticle area. But be careful with that. We got a few fingers left. We should get a nice blend, okay, guys? This is like an all-around bit. So I can use it for the drilling, cuticle work. That's why it's 5-in-1. It works pretty much every possible way you want it to work. And it's tense.
Trying to relax.
You're failing at trying. You're failing at it.
Oh, Lord.
I'm like forcing myself. I'm just like,
No,
don't break your finger. I only got 2 fingers left, so we're good.
No, but it's more stressful on your hands than mine.
It is, and you know it. You're a nail tech, so.
No, I'll be popping people's fingers. Relax.
Relax, why don't you? Okay, so I'm gonna finish up with thumb. Give it a nice buff. And I'm gonna do the design on top. A few little things I wanna add on top to give it, more fall-like features.
You're in my eyes closed trying to.
No, because you're trying. You're thinking about it. Blend this down real quick. Since I have it here. My rule of thumb is with apex. For a lot of you guys that always think about apex is based off length. Also based off how wide your client's nail bed is also. How much nail bed you have. Probably never thought about that, huh? Based on where your client's nail bed is, where the free edge is, that should reflect your apex. You can't create the same apex on every nail. That's not possible. Not every client has the same type of nail base and length. Okay, I'm gonna finish off a little bit of the shape real quick. Let's make sure everything's nice and crisp. Sometimes change of thickness can also change the shape. So I'm gonna make sure this free edge is nice and even. Yes. Not too much now. We don't want to change the length. We're just trying to make this nice and crisp. Okay. Give it a nice buff. And we got a buff because we have to this part's actually very satisfying too.
It all comes together now.
Yes. Come together. Ooh. Okay, wash your hands.
Where's it at?
The sink right there.
Oh,
In the
okay.
front.
With water?
Yeah, water's fine. Get my dust collector over there. My handy dandy dust collector. Washable or reusable dust collector. Hey Marisol, how are you? You know what? I think my next class in Florida, I might do it in South Florida. I think so, because yeah, I think I might do South Florida. 'Cause I already did 3 Orlando classes. I might do it in South Florida. Not. No. Gonna have another one. I did not take care of that brush, as you can tell.
Got a little U-turn.
I put it in wrong. I have to fix that. A little bit of warm water. Clean it with a little bit of monomer. Some damaged brush. That's good. So what I should do it matted. And do this shiny on top. Nah. go ahead. Okay, go ahead. I have a baggie. That's crystal somewhere. Terrible. I just used it the other day. Where'd I put it? My caviar beads. Back in my backpack. Huh.
They walked away.
No, it's here. It's on this table.
It's a not polished bag over here.
No. That's not that. It's like a little clear bag of
Oh, okay.
little gems. I just used it the other day. Right here. There it is. So I'm gonna use my gem on right here. This is important. This is for rhinestones, and also I'm going to use a little cash tray. Cause I ain't about to waste this stuff. Give myself a brush. Any brush on this gem on. Just a nice coat. Not too much, just enough. A nice, generous, even layer. I see the biggest mistake, people that do this, they put too much on there and it protrudes and it gets stuck on stuff. You need just enough to keep on there. See how it takes on that glitter and also that. That's what I'm talking about. I almost have half mine to do this too, but nah. I'm gonna leave that alone. Go ahead and cure. I don't want to do too much here. I'm just gonna do this general area. Whatever you put this glue on, that's where it's gonna stick onto, okay? I kind of you can see I kind of lightly press them into it, so half of the bead is submerged in the product. I don't want to get onto the free edge too much on the side walls, because it's gonna just get caught and stuff. People really downplay on this cash tray. I'm telling you, man, it saves so much product. A lot of you guys have a bunch of it just sitting on your table from pouring all over the place. I'm like, wow. Look, I'm gonna lightly tap it. What that does is it kind of submerges it into the gem glue, so that it's not sticking out. But sometimes when these things hit onto the glue, it just it kind of gets like on top of it. You want half of it to be submerged in there, so it actually secures it better. You still get the texture, but actually it'll last longer. This design is a wear and tear design. It means that it's gonna wear and tear, and it's gonna, you know, it's not supposed to last forever. But then we're gonna get a nice top coat. It's my no wipe top coat. It's pretty good. Money back guarantee. You only need a thin layer of this. It's a medium setting top coat. It means medium. It won't go to the corners, to the edges, and make your lose your shape. A lot of top coat you see that's very thin, it does that. This doesn't. I think I'm gonna do half matted, half shiny for this one. That looks really good. This is our glitter ombre. That looks great, huh? I'm gonna do this other half matted. I'm not gonna put the top coat over the gems, okay? If you put the top coat over this gems, it's gonna fill in all those crevices and it's gonna lose the textured effect that you're looking for. Too close. Okay, okay, no, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people want to put a lot of top coat on. You don't need a lot of top coat. The thinner your top coat, the better it is, actually. The thinner, the better. Because it cures better, and also it won't be too thick, and you won't lose your shape. That's why I like a top coat that's very nice and thick. Not thick, but medium consistency. And there you go, just a nice fall color design, encapsulation, ombres, add a little bit of stone. Doesn't have to be full bling, but it still has that stone look with my powder marbling. I love doing that with the powder marble. Okay. Before I forget, I'm gonna mat the other end. I still gotta mat it. Mat the other side of this to protect it from getting stained. And my matte top coat is actually pretty damn good too. I could have just matted everything and just did, clear over the mat. But what that does is it creates too many layers. So it will make my nails too thick. So that's why I try to do it like this. All you gotta do is gotta be very careful with your brush, and you should be able to get nice layers on this. See? It's cute. You can switch. I'm gonna give it 2 full rotation of curing before I go back, and I'll show you guys some cuticle zooming in. That's it. This gem glue is actually good for putting on gems also. Gives you time to move the gems around before you cure it. A lot of people use glue base. I don't really use a glue base because I think using a glue base gem sealer actually you have to really be precise with that, because once it's on there, it's gonna glue on there. So I like to be able to move and fix my stuff. Also returning some of these into the, oh shit.
I need to be a little bigger.
Yeah, I need a little bit bigger. I need to move this into a container. That's what I need to do. Okay, switch. Let's give her some cuticle oil and let's take a look at the final product. This is just a nice impromptu set. Where's my cuticle pen? So a few things. If you're new and you don't think you sealed your cuticle in good enough yet, once you put the cuticle oil on, I really suggest you guys to wipe it off, because you don't want oil to be stuck in there and get into this corner, and once it's on, just rub it onto the cuticle area, and you know it's nice and don't want to be dry. You don't need cuticle oil slob on there because it sits there by the cuticle oil. If there's any like little bit of like stuff that maybe you didn't get clean out, sealed in, what's gonna happen is it's gonna actually eat into it. It's gonna seep into it. Okay. And there we go. Final look. See? That will not lift. Hopefully. Nice and clean cuticles. See how it's right before that natural nail? You see the natural nail throwing up under there? Because I use a sharp bit, it's not going to show too much of an indent. So it's just a nice little fall inspo set. A little bit nudes using chisel. Cute, cute, cute. Very clean. Alright, y'all. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys later. Well, I have some clients tomorrow, but I might have to get them done really fast because I have to pack and get ready for my class in Cincinnati this weekend. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you. Bye.